Hello everyone, I'm Sharon. Welcome to IWWA Video Podcast. In IWWA, short for International Women for Women Association, was founded in the ground to help to empower women. At IWWA, women come together for real talk, personal growth, and peer support. We are a woman-focused community where every woman will be able to encourage and empower one another and make a great difference to the world. Today, we are very excited to invite Aemanda on today's podcast. She is the owner of Plexxie, a creative and social media marketing agency. So now let's talk to her to know more about her story. Let's welcome Aemanda. Hi, Aemanda.
Hi Sharon. Thanks for inviting me.
No problem. Would you like to do a short introduction about yourself and your company?
Okay, so I'm Amanda. I'm the COO and co-founder of Plexxie. So basically, Plexxie is a social media marketing and creative agency. We have about 1,200 freelancers in our community. Up to date, we have worked with about more than 20 different brands, and we've recently just started 2 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, that's really great. So, may I know what inspires you to start your own business instead of working for someone else?
Okay, so since I was young, I've always had very hardworking parents. Eventually, my dad also started his own brand. And like when I was growing up, seeing how hard they work, how passionate both of my parents are in terms of doing what they do and always providing for the family. Eventually, I guess it sort of like sparked an interest and it grew along the way. But I never really knew like what I wanted to be, and like it wasn't certain what I wanted to do one day, but I was always sure that I wanted to be successful like them one day.
Hmm. But why do you choose this industry? There are many other industries out there, right?
Oh yeah. So sorry, I forgot to answer that point. But like I've always had a passion for the media industry. Like even in poly, I didn't really know what to do. But I decided to go with studying about music and sound art. I didn't really do very well then, but yeah, I just always had a passion for the media industry. So eventually along the way, like some of my jobs included like theater production, video production. Like I tried many different things. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
So in the end, you decided to choose
Uh,
to do
so
this.
basically, Plexi didn't really start out as like a. It wasn't supposed to be an agency at first. We were actually more of a startup that was meant to be a platform for creatives to connect and basically collaborate with one another. So it was more of like a LinkedIn for creatives. But eventually, like many other startups and businesses, we pivoted and decided to settle down as a social media marketing and creative agency, because we felt that that was something that we were doing really good at, and yeah, we just decided to go with the flow.
Okay, that's really good. So
Mm.
can you share with us how is it like to be a female entrepreneur? Did you face any obstacles or any struggles?
Okay, so at the beginning, I mean, because my co-founder is a male, so I've mainly struggled with having more authority in the company in that sense. Like I felt like in terms of sales, because I'm in charge of sales and operations, so my daily task is actually like to connect with clients and to also guide our in-house team. But comparing my personality and like if you can tell by my voice, compared to like my co-founder, like he's a male and everything, in terms of dominance it's already there. But for me, I felt it was difficult to get people to take me seriously, and also because we started at quite a young age.
Mm.
So, especially for male staff, I found it very difficult to basically get them to listen to me if I wanted to get something done. So I always had to bring in my co-founder to like help me get through with that. But eventually, I spoke to him about it in terms of like how do I be more authoritative like him and stuff like that, and he advised that maybe it wasn't my thing, so I should use my weakness actually to my advantage, which is like being warm with people, being able to connect with them on a more personal level. So I use that, and eventually now for all of our staff members, I think we are more like friends rather than colleagues, but it's also important to know how to draw the line. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I understand that it's an issue that a lot of us as a young female entrepreneur that will face. But I'm really happy for you that everything works out very well.
Yeah.
But, can I know if this pandemic situation has affected your business?
Yeah, definitely at the start it did. Right now it's slowly picking back up again. But it definitely did affect us a little. Like we've lost a couple of clients, and like you lose clients, like you will also lose like revenue in that sense. But the workload increased by a lot, and even though the workload increased and we were all working from home, it was a bit more difficult to manage the team as well. We still felt the need to like reach out to our clients who are facing more troubles in that sense by offering a few of our services for free, so that in that sense it did not really eat into our overheads in terms of like the company funds. Like whatever that we could do in house, we will try to help them, because like I said, F&B was suffering a lot. So we have quite a lot of F&B retainer clients, and I feel that like it's important for us to help them as much as they trusted us by basically choosing us as their agency. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Mm.
it's really great that you are helping them during this difficult period.
Yeah.
But what do you think people should do to get through this difficult period?
uh
Do you
like
have
I know everyone is suffering, but like I think it's always good to reach out and help one another. Like even though we are all like competing with each other in terms of like attracting the attention of like audiences, being able to find new clients, gaining more sales, I think it's important to be genuine in what you do and also offer value. It's not so much about just concentrating on um, your KPI, how much sales you want to hit within this month. Because of the pandemic itself, I think it has taught us to build a relationship with our clients or customers instead of just seeing them as opportunities to earn money. Because like I mean, people have feelings, and like eventually they will come to know what is good for them. Yeah.
Mm, that's a really great advice.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
so is your family and friends supportive of your decision to become a female entrepreneur, or are they
Yeah,
against
yeah.
it?
Actually, I've never really had much troubles about that. Like my family is very supportive. My co-founder, who is also my best friend, has also been very supportive along the way. My friends have also all been very supportive, so I've never really faced much objections.
Oh, that's a really good news because
Yeah.
you know that a lot of people are facing a lot of troubles because their family and friends are always against, always telling them that you're not going to do it well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it really depends on like the upbringing of your family as well. Maybe because my parents have also started something on their own, so probably they understand more.
That's
Mm,
true. That's true.
yeah.
So, as an entrepreneur, what do you think are the most important quality that they should have in order to become an entrepreneur?
I would think positivity, and determination. Because like reality check, being an entrepreneur isn't going to be easy, and like you're gonna face so much more disappointments at the start, which is definitely gonna take a toll on like your whole emotion, your passion and determination as you go. So I think having a positive mindset will eventually lead into maintaining your determination to keep going even when we keep like failing. So like always keep trying until you succeed.
That's really relatable because we know that at the start of the business, it's really going to be very difficult.
Yeah, it
So,
is.
yeah.
It's like one of the toughest ever.
That's true. That's true. So, what are some of the advice that you would like to give to the women out there who want to start their own business?
mm, I think it will always be important to be true to yourself, and like I said, to use your weakness to your advantage. Take the time to learn what you're good at, and like never let anyone else, be it male or female, to tell you that you're not good enough. But at the same time, it is also important to remain humble in accepting criticism, so that we can all constantly improve on ourselves and our business. Yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
that's a really good advice. So, one last question. What is the one thing that you want the audience to take away from this podcast?
Okay. So, entrepreneurship is never easy. I always believe that if anything can be easily achieved, it can also be easily lost. So just keep trying and never give up. Eventually, you will succeed. It might be a very long, lonely, and tiring journey, but eventually we will know that it's worth it once we make it there. Yeah.
Right. It's a really, it's really great to talk to you. And so we are at the end of podcast session with Aemanda today. Thank you, Aemanda, for being part of our podcast and having to share her great experience with us. So if you like our videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. You can find out more about us at our social media page. Please visit www.iwa.sg or drop us an email at members@iwa.sg if you'd like to contribute to our effort in empowering women.
Shouting out for IWA, if you want to empower other ladies or yourself, email us at support@iwa.sg. Do stay tuned for our upcoming podcasts every week on our respective channels. Like and subscribe our video. Ciao!